Round 6, my opponent is playing Firefist, starts out with a Tenki. I'm really unhappy with the last duel, especially since I had such a bad draw. Terrible opening hand, game 3. So my opponent normal summons a Gene Warped Werewolf. My 6th card is a Magical Dimension. Right now I can't really do too much. I probably should not have set the Apprentice Magician face down, only because I know that my opponent has a bear in hand, and they're most likely gonna just normal summon bear, toss away the Tenki, and blow up my face down. And from there, like, this is a very slow hand, especially against Firefist. On top of that, you know, I lost the rock paper scissors, so this is definitely my opponent's game right now. And yeah, I'm really just so depressed that I drew into 3 battle faders that last game. Anyways, my opponent is doing what he's supposed to be doing. Bear, pop my face down. And since he has Werewolf and Bear, most likely just attack, search for either a Tensu or a Tenki. If he goes for Tensu and he has a 3rd monster in hand, he can probably shock lock me. And if he doesn't, then he probably just do Tenki and maintain an advantage for now. He has, so he has another Tenki to play. But yeah, he's got 5, 6, 7 cards to my 5. I'm not going to count Tenki as a card, only because it doesn't do anything other than sit there. So Tensu grabbed another bear. Take 1600. I forgot to add 200. I'll add that later. Subtract that out later. Yeah, he went for another Tenki since the Tensu's already there. So he's just maintaining it all. This is painful. Well, at least he can't search with the 2nd bear. But he is in an extremely good position. Shockmaster at this point would just destroy me, because I only have 2 spellbooks in hand: Monster Reborn and Magical Dimension, and Reaper of Prophecy. Yeah, he's going for Shockmaster. Because he went for Shockmaster, there's nothing that could save me except maybe a Treacherous Trap Hole. Yep, that's game. Oh, quick game 1. Dang, man. Alright, going into game 2. What am I gonna do now? Well, I'm going first, and I'm tempted just to play my deck as is, because I know that I'm going first, so I'll likely have a very good setup going. Yep, I'm not gonna bother siding. High Priestess typically has a really good matchup against Firefist, in my opinion. All I need to do is just get my beater out, get my effects off, and typically their back row isn't too devastating. Ooh, this is another ugly hand. I need a there we go. Great. So Duality gets me the Spellbook of Secrets that I need in order to get Justice effect off. And from there, since I have Spellbook of Fate in hand, I could go for the Tower play, although it wouldn't do anything just yet. Yeah, that was an accident. I should have went for Spellbook of the Master and then go into the Grand Spellbook Tower. But Justice effect, grab another Spellbook of Secrets and a High Priestess. Yeah, I should have went to Spellbook of the Master also. But I like to send High Priestess to grave, that way I have one in grave just in case I need to bring it back with Spellbook of Life. In this one, there's nothing else I wanted to give up, only because Fader and Heavy Storm, Fader can stop an attack, stop him from getting his effects with the Fire Fist in case they try to attack directly. Heavy Storm knocks out the back rows. Spellbook of Fate is just good in general, and now I have 3 spellbooks in hand, which will be very good for me. Oh, my next card is Spellbook of Secrets. It's too bad. It's all good though. So, special summon the High Priestess. Definitely gonna Spellbook of Secrets into Spellbook of the Master. Actually, no. Much better play is to go into Spellbook of Magician of Prophecy, then Effect go into Spellbook of the Master. This way I set up my graveyard for being able to make a Spellbook of Life play, because the only spellcaster I have in grave right now is High Priestess. Alright, Spellbook of the Master. At this point, I should actually be going into Spellbook of Power. Yep. Spellbook of Power, pump up, attack over, and then search for a Spellbook of Eternity. Nice. Oops. I accidentally clicked Spellbook Magician before going into a Spellbook Powers effect. Well, that sucks. That's a misplay. So my opponent has Dark Hole. I don't have Eternity in hand, so I didn't need to use the Spellbook of Fate just yet. But my opponent is down to 3 cards in hand to my 3 cards. Ooh, that Thunder King's actually pretty powerful right now. But I top deck a Apprentice Magician, so my Spellbook of Fate is live, so I'm not too worried about that. I top deck into 2 Apprentice Magician. Not exactly a great top deck. But I don't want to go off on anything yet, only because I only have 1 Spellbook in hand. I want at least a second Spellbook so that I can go for Spellbook of Life. And my opponent most likely won't be expecting to see the Apprentice Magicians right now at this point. So, plus he has Thunder King Ryo, so what is he really afraid of if I special summon a Spellbook Magician of Prophecy and Defense, right? That's what he thinks, I'm sure. But yeah, my opponent's just taking his sweet time thinking. Oh, Rescue Rabbit, that changes things up. Now at this point I wish I was able to use Spellbook of Fate. But oh geez, really? An Abyss Dweller. Nice job, good play. So Abyss Dweller means I can't get my Magician, but it's okay. Standby phase. Top deck Monster Reborn, which is good. Yep. So Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn High Priestess, pop the Thunder King, activate Star Hall, Spellbook of the Secrets. I don't go for Spellbook of the Master only because I don't have anything to go with for Master. You need to reveal a second Spellbook. So, Power. Lets me grab another Spellbook of Secrets to hand. I could... yeah, I wanted to go for life instead, since I'll have another Apprentice Magician, and I can go for it later. Yeah, at this point he uses a Tenki, and I'm like, hell no. Spellbook of Fate, banish it on activation so that it doesn't resolve and get its effect. So my opponent should be scooping pretty soon. 2 cards to my 5, and you know, I have the tower out, which is giving me an extra draw. So I've gotten the extra draw with tower the past 2 turns. Ah, Cardi, interesting. Let's see. Tower, return Spellbook of Fate, just in case I need it. And I have a breaker, and that's game. He's at 4,500. I have a Spellbook Star Hall out. Most likely can't stop my attack. I don't know of any Fire Fist deck that play Tragodia or anything else. So any other hand traps that stop attacks or damage. So this is my game. Glad I got game 2. Now game 3, I need to side in and hopefully do much better. Yeah, in this game I definitely want to put in the Old Vindictive Magician, just in case I need to take out one of his monsters, especially a Thunder King. But it's actually a hard decision to side right now, only because I'm not sure what to side against Fire Fist, because I do really feel I have a good matchup against Fire Fist, but when they side in those Mind Crushes, the Mind Crushes really does hurt my deck a lot. Now game 3 of round 6, my opponent opened with Rescue Rabbit into 2 Werewolves, grabbing a Tenki, and I have a decent opening hand, not exactly the best. The Magical Dimension will probably get some use to help me out. So this time around, yeah, I'm just gonna go for the tower play and hope for the best. Although I already have an Eternity in hand, it might be a good idea to go for Fate. But that double draw with tower is just too tempting. So I'm not gonna go for Fate. I'm just gonna kind of just take the damage. But I have Magical Dimension, so I can at least tribute away my Spellbook Magician and be okay. But Bottomless will stop the Gorilla. My opponent has 6 other cards in hand that'll likely take me out. So I want to save the Spellbook Magician only because, not Spellbook Magician, I want to save the Magical Dimension because it's just too good with High Priestess effect. Alright, so my opponent managed to take out my tower. I'm gonna go for another Spellbook Magician of Prophecy and search my deck just to thin it out and hopefully draw into a Priestess soon. At this point, probably going for Spellbook of Fate would be best. That way I can banish one of his monsters if needed, like his King Tiger there, and then go for Spellbook of Eternity to get my tower back. Tower, I just feel like it's such an important card in the deck right now, especially against Fire Fist. I need to get that advantage and draw into my High Priestess as soon as possible. This time he summons the bear. If he goes into his battle phase, I'll just use the Magical Dimension and be alright. Oh, right. I forgot bear, he can use the effect. So I'll chain Magical Dimension and take out the bear. And special summon my breaker. It's a bit of a waste special summon breaker, but in the long run it's probably better off for me. Because if he has another Space Typhoon, damn it he does. So this actually hurt me a lot, trying to go for the tower play twice and getting MST'd twice. Tengu, that clutch extra 100 attack hurts. Drew into High Priestess just too late. Another 3400 I take. And he's gonna go for the Fire Tiger King, so I'm gonna Veiler instead. But my opponent has a huge advantage on me right now. Maybe I should have saved the Magical Dimension. Had I saved it for one more turn, I would have been okay. But now this game's over. Nothing I can do at this point. GG.